Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for watching today. Thank you guys. Today's video I'll be talking about total cost of moving from Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon to Portugal. Alright, yes, for international students who will be moving to the Portuguese capital in Lisbon or any other city, maybe the Porto or Aveiro or whichsoever city you are moving to, know that this is the cost as a student you would need, the things you will spend before moving to Portugal. So if this video is of interest to you, please keep on watching. Before I even continue with the video, please, if you are new, do not go without subscribing. Subscribe and support the village boy. All right, thank you so much for understanding. Now, for you to move to Portugal as an international student, first of all, you need to have done an admissions and be admitted into a Portuguese university or a polyclinic or a polytechnic. All right, so for those of you with HND, this is an opportunity for you. You can use your HND to apply for a position to study in a higher education in Portugal. It must not necessarily be a university. So now I will be talking basically about the cost, all right, the things you need, how much you will spend before you land in any airport in Portugal. I hope you understand me. Now, the first thing I will talk about is the tickets, your flight ticket. Remember, if you are going through an agent, it's going to be somehow more expensive for you. And when you want to pay a flight ticket to a particular country, pay before time, pay and give time like 1 month, 1.5 months when you have already paid, so that it will be a little bit cheaper. And now remember, if you are going through an agent, you are going to pay more money. So I would suggest you do your flights yourself. And if you don't have more money, and if you let me say you don't really have the time, that is when you should go to an agent. And know that when you are paying a ticket to Portugal, you have to pay a two-way ticket. It has to be 2 ways. In case you have an issue at the immigration, you will be sent back directly using your return ticket. I hope you get it now. Now, and remember that if you are paying the ticket, you should pay considering the time of travel as well. And the ticket you are going to be paying, somewhere it is, let me say, differs. It differs in some countries, all right? Countries which are closer to Europe, like Morocco and Egypt, all right, you would pay less amount of money, like someone from Cameroon or Nigeria or Gabon or Equatorial Guinea. I hope you understand. So if you are paying your ticket from West Africa, this is how much you are going to be paying. Or from some places in Africa, let's just assume that it's going to cost you between $900, or let me say, I will be talking about euros. I will be putting the figures in euros. It's going to cost you between 900 euros to around 980 euros. All right, that is the money for the two-way ticket to Portugal. I hope you get it. Now, the visa fee you are going to be applying, remember you need a visa. You are going to be applying for a visa, maybe a D7 or what type of visa to Portugal. It's going to cost you between 60 euros to 70 euros, okay? So you should know that you are going to pay visa fee. Now, know that you have, for you to apply for the visa, you need to show that you have money in your bank account. And if the money is in your own personal bank account and you want to move to Portugal, try to get let me say a sponsorship letter, all right, from your sponsor. In case the money is in your account and you are not the one sponsoring yourself, get a sponsorship letter and attach to the bank account, all right, and attach to your documents so that it can make it heavy. Now remember that you are going to a country in Europe and you need to show that you have money to sustain yourself. Sometimes they will tell you that 3,000 euros is enough, but it's not enough according to me. As from the experience I have, you should have between 4,500 euros to 5,000 euros plus in your bank account if you must apply for a Polish visa. And in some countries, Cameroonians, please verify from the Spanish embassy in Yaoundé to know if they can grant you a visa to Portugal, all right? Because some countries in Africa, parts of Africa like in Ghana, in Namibia, and in Uganda, may contact the Spanish embassy. Remember, these people are somehow related in language or whatsoever, all right? So that is how much you should have. Let's assume you are putting 5,000 euros in your bank account, okay, to apply for the visa. Now, remember, you also need housing or accommodation. I have always said that housing or accommodation in big cities like Lisbon and Porto, they are going to cost you more money, okay, than in remote areas. I talked about that in so many videos. If you want to study in let me say, a European country, do not focus on the big cities, especially Vienna in Austria is damn expensive. Luxembourg City in Luxembourg is damn expensive. All right, so always locate let me say, put it this way in a layman's language, the bushy areas. All right, for you to sleep there, but it doesn't mean you are going to be staying in the bush. All right, don't go directly to the cities if your money is not enough. And know that if you are to pay for, let me say, a 2-bedroom accommodation, which is a 2+1 in Portugal, is going to cost you between 500 to 600 euros. All right, that is very enough for you. But for you alone, I don't think you will be needing a 2-bedroom. In case you want your privacy, you can budget between 400 to 600 euros to get an accommodation in Portugal. All right, it must not necessarily be a 2-bedroom, because a 2-bedroom might be expensive than that. All right, so just put 400 to 600 euros. Let's assume it's 600 euros for housing. Now remember, the documents you are using, you have to translate the documents, you have to notarize them. All right, first of all, the translation, you are going to be paying between 100 to 120 or 130 euros for translating the documents from your language to Portuguese. Okay, it depends anyway on the translator and where the translator is located, so you have to pay attention to that. Again, remember, you have to take them to the public notary to notarize them. When they are translated, stamps have to be put on them, and for you to get the stamps, you will spend between 90, 100, 150 euros. Okay, I hope you understand. To put stamps on the document, it still depends on, make sure before you even go to the notary, you verify from the embassy web page or website to know if there is a particular notary you have to consult. All right, because sometimes the embassy will tell you who is in charge of which and which. I hope you understand. Like the Spanish embassy, they have people in charge of all of these things. I have videos on this YouTube channel, please check them out. Now, we have talked about the notary, we have talked about the translation, then the appointment booking. There are appointments. You don't just go to these people like that. You have to book appointments, and you must pay some money when you are booking. It is going to cost you between 100 euros to 160 euros. Put that into consideration. So now, basically what you need is a two-way flight ticket. You need money for the visa, you need money in your bank account, you need money for your housing. All right, for you to move to Portugal, you also need money for translation, you need money for notarizing the documents. All right, so you will be needing money for 7 things to do. Let's assume that this is the total. You have paid 5,000 euros into your bank account. Okay, then you also paid 70 euros for your visa fee. Then you also pay 970 euros for your let me say, your visa. Okay, the flight, not the visa, the flight. Then you also pay 400 euros for accommodation. Let's leave it at 400 euros. Then you also pay how much is it? 150 euros for appointments, and you also pay 120 euros for translation. Likewise, the notarizing can cost you 150. Let's assume that this is the money you have put in. Remember, the money might change. This is just a range I'm giving you. I just want you to know how much you can budget, between how much to how much you can budget to apply for a student visa to Portugal. And if you sum all of this money that I have done here, you will see that you need something between 6,860 euros. 6,860 euros. All right, remember, part of the money is in your own bank account and is the greatest share of the money, so focus on what you will be spending, but know that this is the amount of money you need to show or to have on you before you can move to Portugal. Is 6,860 euros. Let's just say 7,000 euros. So you now get it. This is the money you will be spending to move to Portugal. And it also depends again on your university, the place you are living. I already talked about that. There are a lot of universities in Portugal, in Lisbon, in Porto, and in some other cities in Portugal, in Marias and wheresoever, Morens, or whichsoever city you are living. And you can study in 2 different institutions, the university or a technical school. Okay, so that is what you should know about accommodation, translation, notarization of documents, visa, and air ticket to move to Portugal. At least if you are moving from Nigeria or from Cameroon, this should be the money you are going to spend. Okay, excluding the one in your bank account. You can deduct that from here and you know how much exactly you need, because you will be needing money to move from petty places, maybe rushing to the notary, rushing back home, rushing to the notary, rushing back home, and the embassy and stuff like that. All right, so this is the exact amount. Thank you so much guys for watching. In subsequent videos, there is a girl who was asking something about Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is a very good country to study, especially if you are a science student and if you are a petroleum engineer or a geologist or an environmentalist. Azerbaijan has good universities. I know of one university in Baku, which is a very good geology university, a university where you can study petroleum engineering and petroleum technology, and you come out heavy. All right, Azerbaijan is very rich when it comes to oil as well. So that is what you should know. I will be dropping the videos, but please, if you came up with a video suggestion, just be patient. I will bring the video for you to watch. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and until we meet again in another one.